Holger Rune, a Danish professional tennis player ranked 7th in the ATP rankings, has a tendency to stir up trouble when he's on a tennis court. His behavior, particularly his outbursts during matches, has raised eyebrows, such as his controversial remarks at the 2023 Italian Open. With repeated instances of such conduct, people wonder about the intensity of Rune's emotions on the court. Despite his occasional antics, Rune is currently one of the top Danish tennis players, having dedicated significant time and effort to reach his position. He belongs to the young cohort of players on the ATP Tour, aiming for the #1 spot, alongside talents like Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner. During an interview, Annika Rune, Holger Rune's mother and longtime supporter, recounted how he was determined to play tournaments from a young age, despite her initial reservations about his size and skill level. Eventually, they agreed for him to participate in foam ball tournaments, where he surprised everyone by finishing as the runner-up, but refused to accept anything less than first place. This drive propelled Rune's success as a junior player before transitioning to the professional circuit. As a junior, he achieved the top ranking globally and played over 100 professional matches in 2021. Notably, he defeated Novak Djokovic in a set at the US Open and progressed to the quarterfinals of a major event, Roland Garros 2022, after he defeated Stefanos Tsitsipas. Rune's ascent continued when he clinched victory at the 2022 Rolex Paris Masters, becoming the first player to defeat 5 top 10 opponents in the same tournament. Among his remarkable victories were against Stan Wawrinka, Hubert Hurkacz, Andrei Rublev, Carlos Alcaraz, Felix Auger-Aliassime, and Novak Djokovic in the final, to claim his first ATP Masters 1000 title. Despite these achievements, Rune expressed his ambition to become the world #1, emphasizing his relentless pursuit of success. Holger Rune exhibits an impressive playing style that encompasses versatility across all aspects of the court. He excels at both baseline power play and finesse at the net, with the ability to vary his pace effectively. Recognized for his remarkable game, he often displays his passion by pumping his fist during matches. In April 2023, he secured his 4th title by defeating Botic van de Zangelp in the Munich final. As of early 2024, Rune has amassed over $8 million in prize money throughout his career. However, what often lands him in hot water are his words. In 2021, during the semifinals of the Biella Challenger in Italy, the ATP player sparked controversy by using homophobic slurs repeatedly through the match. He shouted derogatory language both when his opponent made errors and when he scored points. Specifically, after one of Tomas Martin Echeverry's shots missed the mark, Rune resorted to name-calling and offensive remarks. The situation worsened as Rune initially attempted to downplay his actions on Instagram, only to later concede and acknowledge the inappropriateness of his behavior. Adding to his list of incidents at the 2022 French Open, Rune's emotions flared during a tense quarterfinal match against Casper Ruud. Amidst the intensity, he seemingly instructed his mother to leave, though he later clarified in an interview that his remark was not intended for her, and that she was already departing for unrelated reasons. Despite his explanation, the moment appeared unusual, especially considering his seemingly distant handshake with Ruud after the match. However, this pattern of behavior and attitude persisted during his match against Stan Wawrinka at the Paris Masters in 2022. Throughout the entire match, Rune appeared jittery, frequently voicing complaints and showing signs of irritation. True to his passionate and emotional character, the Danish player celebrated fervently after each significant point, a habit he's known for. In contrast, Wawrinka has always maintained a composed demeanor on the court, representing the older generation of players with a different approach to the game. The clash of these contrasting styles was palpable during their match, resulting in a tense exchange at the net. Wawrinka couldn't contain his frustration and directed some pointed remarks towards Rune, expressing his disapproval. My advice to you is that you stop acting like a baby on the court. It became evident at this juncture that Holger Rune's impulsive behavior on the court has not been well received. During the 2023 Madrid Open, the attention shifted to Holger Rune's performance to his conduct on the court. Tennis legend John McEnroe cautioned that Rune's behavior could lead to a solitary existence. Rune entered the Madrid Open after securing a victory in Munich, but he couldn't replicate his success in Spain, suffering a defeat in the third round to Alejandro Davidovich Fokina. However, the outcome of the match wasn't the main topic of discussion. Rune faced heavy booing from the crowd in Madrid when he wiped away a disputed ball mark, drawing attention to his actions. McEnroe, no stranger to controversies himself, didn't hold back in expressing his thoughts on the young player's reputation. He remarked, "I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's hard to be a total A and be on the tennis tour, okay? It's possible to do it, but you end up living a very lonely existence." Despite this advice, Rune disregarded it, and once again exhibited disruptive behavior during a match against Novak Djokovic at the 2023 Italian Open on May 17th. The quarterfinal match between Rune and Djokovic provided fans with intense on-court drama in Rome. In the first set, Rune showcased his skills and took a commanding lead, winning 6-2. However, the second set was closely contested, marked by a contentious call that sparked frustration from Rune towards the chair umpire. Despite a rain delay, Djokovic ultimately won the second set 6-4. And while Rune eventually won the match, his behavior left much to be desired. Rune, whose passion on the court during matches, has said he does not see himself as a bad boy. Speaking during the 2023 Rome Masters, the Dane said, "I don't see myself as the bad boy at all. I play with a lot of passion and energy when I'm on the court. I think many players do that. I don't know why that should be a bad boy thing, to play with energy on the court. A bad boy thing is to break rackets and stuff like this. If I remember well, I don't break a racket when I play. I don't see myself like that. There are obviously a few things here and there. The umpire today, but again, I see the ball out, he saw it in. I saw on the Hawkeye after the ball was out, so I don't know."